It's February 11th, 2009. You're watching the Stealth Mac podcast. Hi, welcome to episode 16. And this week's episode, we're going to talk about loading Leopard on your Mac and how to walk through it step by step. When I started this process, I actually ran into an issue. I found that the DVD drive for the MacBook that I was loading didn't want to play with the Leopard DVD I had. So I had to come up with an alternate solution, and I'll walk through you step by step on how I did that as well. Basically, it entails loading the DVD onto a bootable USB portable hard drive and then running the installation from that. It's actually fairly simple, and it actually makes the installation of Leopard on the Mac faster, because the CD-DVD media is actually slower to read from. So I hope you enjoy this episode, and if you have any questions or comments, please hit me up in the forum. Thanks. Alright, well, the first step I did was plug in the portable drive. You can see it down there. It says it's a USB drive and it says portable. The next step, we're going to go up and we're going to open Disk Utility. Now, when Disk Utility opens, we're going to basically repartition this removable drive. Make sure you use a drive that you don't care if you're going to lose the data on it or not. This drive was actually blank. I hadn't used it for a while. So I choose two partitions here. And really, you only need about 10 gigs for the DVD. So I did one partition, 10 gigs, and I name it Leopard _ DVD _. And then the other one, I can just call it or whatever else. And then hit apply, and it'll go ahead and partition the drive. All right, then the other application you're going to need is an application called Super Duper. You can get that for free. I'll flash the link up on the screen here. And we'll use that to copy Leopard DVD over to this portable drive. Okay, as you can see, both the Leopard DVD partition and the data partition have been created. All right, so I'm going to put the Leopard DVD into the drive, and it's going to go ahead and auto-launch. You can close that window. Then I'm going to launch Super Duper. Now, it's real simple. You choose, that errors because I was doing this earlier messing around, so just ignore that. But you're going to choose your source and then your destination, and you're just going to say backup all files, and you're going to click copy now. And it's going to ask you for your admin password, and go ahead and click copy. Basically what it's saying is everything that's on that drive is going to be erased, and it'll take about 20-25 minutes. It'll go through the whole process. At the very end, it will make that partition bootable. To get started, I put in the USB drive and I powered on the Mac, and I held down the Option key and it gave me this selection. So then I went ahead and chose the USB drive, and it started to boot off the USB drive. And it'll boot up onto the USB drive, or would be the DVD, and it'll give you the option to choose your language. Click the next arrow. And it'll boot up into this screen here. You're going to head and click continue. And read the terms of agreement. If you agree, click agree. And then it'll ask you to select a destination. Go ahead and select the internal drive. And here's the Option key, and if you hit the Option button, what you can do is you can do an upgrade for your existing system. You can do an archive and install and an erase and install. What I'm doing here is an erase and install, so I would click that and click OK. Because this drive has nothing on it, it's already wiped. No big deal, it's already going to do a clean install. And here you can see I'm just going ahead and click through next through the whole thing. And it took about 35-40 minutes to run through this whole process of installing. And it'll say install completed. You click OK, and it should reboot. After it reboots, it'll come up into a welcome movie. Now remember that I have edited this out, so there's a lot of gaps of loading that you don't see. The whole process should take about an hour to 2 hours to upgrade and or install completely from scratch. And here is the welcome movie for Leopard. The music's pretty good too. Unfortunately, the camera's audio was not very good at picking this up, so I've just deleted the whole audio track. And after it comes up, it's going to ask you a bunch of registration information, and I'll walk you through that. Loading Leopard is actually a fairly straightforward process. So here it's going to ask you what country you're in, so you're going to choose United States and then click Continue. And it's going to ask you to lay out your keyboard. And here, if you already have a .Mac account or another Mac, it'll run you through migration. I said no. Here you choose your wireless service if you have one. If not, you would choose the other network options button in the lower left. I chose my network, which is MOO, M-O-O, and then I typed in my passkey. And then it basically goes out and it'll ask you for some registration information. Also here, if you have a .Mac account, I did not, I'm setting this up for someone else, put any information in. Then it asks for registration information. I filled out name, address. The reason I did fill it out is because it actually creates a business card or an address card for you. Also, Apple asks you like how you're going to use this computer. Also, here you're going to put in the name of your account and your short name. Usually I put the first name of the person for the short name. And then you put in the password here. And if you wanted to, you could put in a password hint in the password hint box. And click Continue. And then it'll ask you to take a picture. I did not want to do a picture, so I just chose one of those pre-made pictures that they include. And it'll offer you to do Mobile Me, and I said no. I'm actually going to do Google probably for all the Mobile Me, and I'll do a whole episode on how to replace Mobile Me with free services. The computer will reboot, and when it comes back up, it'll automatically log you into that account. That account has admin privileges, and you've successfully installed Leopard at this point, and it'll actually come up, and the first thing it does is it opens a Finder window. The Time Machine prompt came up as, once again, I was using the USB drive to load this. Normally, you will not see that. And there you go, a fully loaded Leopard system.
This podcast is a proud affiliate of The Geek Media. www.thegeekmedia.com